I'm Rock Leach, and welcome to Social Fire eCHURCH. We bring the fire, but it doesn't happen without you. Subscribe and join the movement, and let's keep this fire going together. Let's go. But when regular people, I don't want to say regular people, when people who are members inside of the church divorce, should one leave, both leave, one stay? What should happen there?
That's a hard call. and I say it this way because I know
just give me your thought.
Both instances have happened where both have stayed or where one has left or the other has left. It depends on how volatile that situation will be.
Okay.
I'll say that.
Okay.
Because some people can say we can stay in the same church and still maintain peace and decorum. And then there's others that every time they see each other, it's like watching two pit bulls trying to figure out who's going to control the yard.
Listen, Dr. Yarborough, I brought that up because I actually had that situation. I did. And here's what I had to say. And you can tell me what you think. And I'm being transparent here. Is I told them so y'all can both be here, but y'all can't date here. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to, because that was going to be a whole mess. Because you got two gifted individuals. They gifted, right? And I knew that it was people. I had some single folk in here that was kind of eyeballing them while they was together. I'm just going to let's put that out there. And I knew, they done, I'm so sorry to hear y'all not together. You know how they're going to.
Right.
while plotting out their plan. So in that regard, because I'm glad you said that. I said the same thing. There's not a one brush you can stroke that solves all of that, because that's a case-by-case situation. For me, it was, because I had that happen a few times. But I told them they couldn't date. What do you think on that right there?
I think that's wise, a wise decision to do. My situation, when I went through divorce in the church, my wife left the church, I stayed.
Okay.
But the problem I ran into then is they tried to get me to date again inside the church. And
was this while you were pastoring? You were pastoring?
I wasn't a pastor. I was an elder in the church. They were trying to. I went through my second divorce as an elder in the church, and they, okay. And I found, and it began to irk me because it was like they wanted me to date again in church. And this is after some years before an accusation came against me that I was dating through the church while I was already involved with somebody else. I was like, no, that's not happening. So now you want to give me permission to do what you accused me of previously.
See?
So then what I had to do was sit down with people and say, look, I said, and if you're insulted by this, I don't care. But the word says, whoso findeth a wife finds a good thing and obtain the favor of the Lord. Not whoso haveth one found for him.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. Like that was good, sir. That right there was good.
So I literally told them, I said, stop trying to find me, my wife in this church. God and I will find her, and she won't be in this church when I do. And if she becomes a member of this church, it's because I brought her here and gave her that instruction.
Come on, Dr. That was good. I'm sitting here thinking like I'm probably gonna have to adjust these sounds because I'm laughing and hollering and everything. This is good. This is good stuff. Listen, I brought that up because there was an instance there in Dallas, in the Metroplex there in Texas, where youth pastor, and I did the video on it. I don't even think the numbers were that great on the video or whatever, but it was still a situation that I want to ask you about, and this just came to my mind, which was the young minister of music was there at the church, was going through a divorce with his wife. While they're going through the divorce, she started dating the church organist.
Oh my God!
Now this is messy, but I just want to hear some pastoral thinking, because we really can't. Even though we tried to be proactive to everything, sometimes stuff just jump out of nowhere. Because folk gonna do what they gonna do, right? So she started dating a musician. Easter Sunday rolls up. They still, the youth pastor and her, married but divorcing, have children. Easter Sunday comes up, and of course they're not together, but they're not fully divorced. And she shows up dressed like her and the musician got outfits together, taking pictures together. And after the church service, because it was a tragic story, after the church service, the husband went out there and told him, to stay away, and punched him. And the guy pulled out a gun, and the organist pulled out a gun, went and shot him. Right. And tragic. Now this young lady, because that was I did the video about it, and I said, now what the real tragedy is that emotions and pride have taken these children's father, and this woman got to explain this whole thing. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Was there any kind of a way, Dr. Yarborough, because I've looked at this plenty of times, was there a way to avoid this?
Oh, absolutely. There's always a way to avoid something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think with what situations like, and I've seen a similar situation. Nobody died in the situation I've seen, but I have seen a similar situation where a divorce happened in a church that's several miles south of me, where I am, and the wife started dating another man inside the church and ended up marrying him right in front of her ex-husband.
Oh.
And you could feel it was, how they say tension in the air is palpable.
Yeah.
It was that. It was a very palpable tension. I wasn't part of this church. It's just a church I visited.
Right.
And I watched it, and I visited it quite frequently, and I just happened to see this happen. I was like, this is crazy. Right. Because I watched it and kept saying, when is something is about to pop off?